church family. Before we continue worshiping together, I have a few announcements, so listen in. The first is a reminder from Ashley and Teresa that there's a sign-up genius posted on the church Facebook page. That's for those who are interested in donating towards the Go Mad project, and just a reminder, that does need done before the 23rd. Now the next announcement is about the church yard sale. It's coming up on April 10th and 11th. Starting Friday, March 28th, the trailer will be available for drop-off out front. If you want to drop off before that, you can use the outside doors to get into the Trek House basement and you can put stuff down there. April 6th from 2 to 4, that's Sunday, the teens will be available to unload any donations that you have in vehicles. And one final reminder is we do not want any TVs or monitors. It's too difficult for us to get rid of them in the event that they don't sell. And now a few more announcements via video for some upcoming events, so listen into those.
Good morning, men. Just a few updates for the upcoming men's retreat that's coming up March 21st to the 23rd. It's great to see so many of you signing up early before this retreat that is coming. Men of Iron from Mannheim, PA will be coming and sharing about the 5 F's. They are family, friends, fitness, finances, and your faith. It will be a time of challenging ourselves personally to do better in our walk each day with the Lord. Friday evening, we will be having a great cookout before our first session. Some of the activities besides the meeting is we will be having a Saturday afternoon claybird shoot. For those who have, bring your gun and shells. If you don't, we will have extras for you. Guys will be going golfing, and if you like to chase the white ball around, this is a great time. There will also be time for games and a time for rest or whatever you would like to do Saturday afternoon. Please check the Welcome Center to what you need to bring. All the information is there. And for your payment, if you want to write a check to the church, just earmark it to men's retreat. And if you want to pay at the retreat, that is fine also. Thank you. And if you have any questions, please contact John Aldifer. Thank you.
Hello, church family. Many of you have been inquiring about this year's Wild Game Dinner. I know we're running late this year, but unfortunately for this year, we will not be having a Wild Game Dinner. We have a little bit of a different twist this year, and I think you're going to be really excited about what we have for you this year. This year's event will be on April 26th, a Saturday at 6 o'clock, and this year we have a speaker from the state of Michigan. His name is Jim Van Steenhouse, otherwise known as the Bear Man. Some of you may know him. In September of 2015, he was moose hunting in the Northwest Territories. Unfortunately, he had an encounter with a male grizzly and was mauled pretty bad. But through this adversity and this time in his life, he took this tragic event and he turned it into something good.
I remember the way that he sounded. I'll never forget the growl, and I'll never forget the smell. He's just standing there and he's rocking his head, his lips are curling. And I remember when he hit me, I said, Lord, here I come. There will be a point in time where something that you go through will benefit you in the future. And what I've realized in my mind is that the Lord's going to get his message out. The Lord will get his message to his people. This is not about me. This is not about the Bear Man. This is the Lord getting his message out. And the more I stay focused and grounded on that, the more people want to hear the message. And I've had more men, more women walk up to me and say, I needed to hear that message. When I go to heaven, I'm going to open my eyes and I'm going to see this giant grizzly bear. And Jesus is going to pull that back and he's going to go, I got your attention, didn't I?
You know, I travel all over the country speaking. I don't advertise, it's all word of mouth. I don't charge. The Lord's blessed me beyond what I deserve. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not a preacher. I'm not a pastor. I'm not a saint. I'm not a prophet. I am living proof that God does not build in straight lines. I am living proof the soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. I've asked the Lord for three things. Father, let me die with my quiver empty. Father, let me die facing forward. And Father, let me be carried out on my shield. Those are the three things the way I want to go out. Amen. You can't decide how to die. You can only decide how to live.
Lord, I pray for the honor to live my life in such a way that when I show up in heaven and open my eyes and I look up at you, you look down at me and you say, "Well done, my good and faithful servant."
Okay, so you can see why we are very excited about having Jim. Details of the event, like I said, we're not having a wild game dinner. We will be having refreshments, lots of baked goods and drinks and coffee and things like that. We as a committee, we agreed it was more important to have more seats than tables and taking up space, so we want as many people to hear Jim as possible. Tickets are $15 a person. You can get them from myself or Brian Kaufman, Kevin Burkholder, or Matt Furster, and also there will be some in the office with Bonnie. With this event, Jim is going to challenge your faith. He's going to challenge a lot of areas in your life, but as a church family, I just want to leave you with this. I want to challenge you to bring someone who doesn't know the Lord or maybe isn't attending church. I assure you, Jim will strike a nerve, and it'll just be an incredible evening. So share it on the Facebook page. We'll have it on our Facebook page. Share this event with your friends and family and coworkers, whatever. And again, limited amount of tickets, but don't wait. All right, thank you.
Thanks for that. Now here are some photos and videos from last weekend's couples retreat. It was a great weekend, and we hope to see you there next year.